say something, but I forgot to do that, and now it's now. Okay. So there's this awesome toy called the Mattel Mindflex. It looks like this, but uncircuit bent. And like, that means it doesn't have little jacks and stickers in it. It's a toy where you can use EEG sensors, like this. You put them on your head, and you can use them to control the motion of this little ball on the toy. And my wife Marcy and my son Max, Marcy, who's going to be controlling the projection. Anyway, they gave this to me for Father's Day last year, and as soon as I put on the headset and tried it out, you could hear there's this little whirring fan motor inside it. And like right away I was like, you could take that and hook it up to a control voltage input of an analog synthesizer and control the pitch of the synthesizer with it. And so I got the multimeter and I messed around with it over the course of last summer. I actually tried to have it ready to show off at the Pop Fest here last summer, and I had it working in my hotel room, but my synthesizer kept breaking, but I didn't know it was a synthesizer at the time. I thought it was just my flawed technological knowledge, but it turned out I had absolutely perfect technological knowledge. It's really easy to do. I put a video on YouTube if you're interested to go down to Target or eBay or whatever and buy one, and you can just open it up and snip a wire and connect it to a 1/4-inch jack and plug it into your analog synthesizer and control the pitch of it with your thoughts. It's easy to do. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so having built the thing, kind of when I was working on it, I was thinking, well, it would be nice to be able to use this to make music. But the nature of the device is not, it's not like you can actually like think thoughts like happy birthday or something, and have that didn't make any sense. I mean, think the tune happy birthday, and have that tune come out of your head. It's not that sort of a device. It's more like the way this, by the way, when I modified it to turn it into a musical instrument, I changed the name of the Mindflex to the Teletron. So here we have 2 Teletron units, and we're going to control these synthesizers with the mind of a reader. Anyway, where was I? Oh gosh.
Tell us what you're going to do.
So anyway, yes, okay. So I came up with this way that you can compose for the instrument, given that it's not really musical. But still, it's cool to think that you can have some sort of purposeful composition that somebody can perform, and it has some sort of purposeful structure where you're trying to guide the thoughts and brain of the person that's performing. And you can somehow get some meaning from this composition into the brains of the audience. That was my idea. Like, how can you do that? Because if you really, as everybody in this festival understands, if you really break it down, that's all you're trying to do with music. Is you're trying to get a thought from here into the brains of the audience, and you're using the medium of sound. And there's varying levels of structure you can impose on it. If there's even the most slight amount of structure that's being imposed by humans, I would call it music. And so that's what we have. Let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, so one way you could compose for this instrument. It seems like a good way to compose for the Teletron would be to do something like make films or have a play, read books, that kind of thing. So the reader's mind is just kind of going up and down and responding to this sort of stimulation. And the pitch of the instruments is also going up and down in a similar way. So, okay. Let's see, I should have made a note. I should have made note cards. I should have borrowed Bill Doss's note cards from the Note Card Orchestra to help me with my speech here. Okay, okay, so what we have is we have a composition, you have opposing pages, and you're supposed to see the 2 opposing pages as one thought. The right page is in your right field of vision. The right field of vision, similar to like your right hand or whatever, is connected to the left side of your brain, which is like the kind of logical, rational side of your brain. On the left page, we have another image, or whatever it is. In this case, it's an image, and it's supposed to, when you look to the left, your left field of vision speaks to your right side of your brain, which is kind of your intuitive side of creative kind of side of your brain. Anyway, so the score goes through a series, kind of connected, of pages, pairs of pages, and the 2 pairs of pages make one statement to me, who composed it. And so whatever that statement is up to the reader to decide. So anyway, we have a friend, neuroscientist, Dr. Mark Summer. Many of you may know him. And he's going to read the score, and he's going to wear the headset. And my friend Ben Phelan and I are going to synthesize. And Ben's synthesizer is playing the role of the left side of the brain of the conductor, which is what Mark's doing. He's conducting. And my synthesizer is playing the role of the right side. So Dan is filtering. We're looking at the score too. He's looking at one page and I'm looking at the other. And he's filtering according to the logical kind of, whatever he would interpret to be the logical or content of the score. And I'm filtering according to the more intuitive content of the score. On over here with my little Moog oscillator and an echo box and stuff. Okay, so that's all that you need to know. Does that seem right? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Marcy. Okay, so for the audience, we have projections, and it's the first time I've pulled this off. I hope it works well. So for the audience, we have the score, but the left and right pages are superimposed on one another. So you see one image, both pages, and the left page is in blue in the score. The right page is in red. So sort of like it's being fed into your left or right eye, the corresponding page, to the right or left side of your brain. And if you open one eye, close the other, or close the other eye and open the other, you'll be able to see, for the most part, the left or right page, as if you were looking at the score. But also, it's supposed to be taken as one thought, so just kind of look at it. I'm sorry, I didn't bring enough 3D glasses. I bought like 60 or something like that, and I apologize to those of you that don't have them. It's still in 3D, technically. That is the distance between you and the screen. And I think it still works. One other thing, the score is dedicated to Douglas Gardner. Would you advance it? Who's an architect who was a colleague of my dad's, and he did this method of designing his building. He would take a bunch of images and superimpose them on one another. He called it his method of discontinuous genealogy. And he would trace around the outside of that kind of, mashed up image and design his building with that shape. And it would contain the meaning to him of all of the mashed up images the building would in the end. So anyway, the 3D score is sort of inspired by him. Okay, Marcy, would you flip back to the first page? Okay, so if anybody can, you can read it. And we're going to hook up this Teletron. You guys completely ignore us and forget that there's even some sort of a demonstration going on for 2 minutes as we get hooked up. Mark, will you? Great. Thanks, everybody. We're very honored to have Mark here to read the score. He is a neuroscientist and he himself works with much more complicated EEG sensor type things. And I volunteered that if I ever had to have brain surgery, he said that he would implant something that you can actually read notes out of your auditory cortex of your brain and play them on a little speaker. And I want to do that so bad.
Incredible. That's very dangerous.
Do you think it's okay if I hold it? Because this is. It'd be better if you hold it. But it's nice that it's there. With the intensity of the thoughts of the conductor, and you'll notice that matches also the changes in the pitch. So if you watch the lights and listen to the pitch, I don't know, they seem to work together a little bit. Maybe we should have projected those instead of that. No, I'm just joking. That's some more preparation, I think, than that. No, probably didn't. Oh man, turn the microphone off. Okay. So the melody is from his